In this video we're going to look at contacts in REI Master. This is a great tool for accessing information. Contacts can be converted to owner or tenants. Your search options can also be used to match contacts to available properties. Under the contacts icon at the top of the screen here, we'll bring up a list of all your contacts. Now I've got a couple that are sitting in there at the moment. I'm going to show you how to add one in and what information we can insert for them. Under the Add button at the top there, we're presented with a blank contact screen, so we can insert the information here as necessary. So you can see we need to fill in the relevant information. There's room for business information. We've got the option to file then this information in a number of ways, either with the surname followed by the first name or first name surname as necessary. We can also link a contact manager, which is one of your users set up in REI Master, to this record. We can also set up contact portfolios if necessary and link these contacts appropriately. We've got postal and physical address information, salutation, and obviously contact numbers for our contact here. We can also then add a category of this type of contact. The ones that we have shown here are the standard ones that we would nominate: a buyer, conjuncting agents, referring agents, prospective buyers of residential or commercial properties, landlords, sellers, tenants, etc. So if we list this one as a prospective buyer of a property in there, we can link or tick multiple boxes if we want to for the contact types. What you can also see down below here is the opportunity to edit further this list, and by clicking on the edit option here we can add in other types of contacts that are relevant to your business, and then by having those in there they obviously then appear in the list here in order for you to tick. So I'm going to tick the box, as I say, for prospective buyer and select on there, so we have a contact showing in this area here. Save my changes, and if I close out of here we go back to our list there and we can see our new contact showing in the list there. Just going to open this record again and we'll have a look at the other tabs along here. Under the search criteria, of course, as a prospective buyer, this particular contact is obviously looking for a property, so we can insert the information that relates to them. Under the property type seeking, we select on the add seeking option here, and we've got again a list of information available there. I'm going to tick that they're looking for a unit. Again, with this here you can edit this list, i.e. add further different property types for the contact information so that you have them showing in here. The same, just going to select the unit option there, and we can see then that this particular contact is searching for a unit. There's other grouping and searchable items here, and you'll see if I click on the add other item, this then allows you to add information that's relevant again to your business here. The information at the bottom here is the search requirements. So if they're searching for a unit, how much, how many bedrooms, those sorts of things there. So we're going to add a requirement. Obviously this search is for our prospective buyer, because that's what we've listed them as. They're looking for a unit, and we obviously then fill in the information that we can see here. So we'll say it's a minimum of 1 bedroom, maximum of 2. Bathrooms, of course. Our price range. We'll have a look at a price range, of course, in here. Car accommodation as necessary. Single garage. A view or outlook information that can be inserted there. When the property is required by. We can also then insert other information for this here. The additional requirements that we can insert, of course, if I click on there, again we've got some further information that we've inserted. You can again edit this list if you wish to do so. I'll just tick the air condition option as an example and select on there. So we've got some search requirements that we've added for this particular contact. We save in there. We now have them looking for a unit, and as a prospective buyer these are their requirements that we're asking for. If we move to the other information tab here, there is other details, of course, that you can insert for your contact, and it will allow you then to keep further information about them. We can see here nickname, gender, spouse, etc. We can list hobbies and interests for them. From a marketing point of view, we would like to identify how they became a contact, how they came to us looking for a residential property. Under our primary source here, we've got a list of different options there available. Again, with any of these here, you can edit that list or add to it as necessary, insert information that relates obviously to your marketing for your business there. Other information that we can see here relates to the other types of contacts there. So if they were a prospective landlord, about adding where they own other investment properties, whether they have an exclusive management, of course. The other tabs here, disbursement details, might be relevant if they were a prospective tenant as a contact there, information about them there. We have the ability to add in user-defined fields. We can also list any properties that they may have inspected by adding those to our list here as well. Under the Tasks and Notes tab, again not dissimilar to other parts of REI Master, you can add in a variety of different tasks and notes that relate to this contact here. So I'm going to save my changes on that one there. We've added in a contact and we've also added in the search criteria for them, i.e. what they're looking for. Having added that contact with a variety of search criteria, and I've done so for a couple of other of the contacts that are showing in here, if we have a property that becomes available for sale, we want to identify which of our contacts here as prospective residential purchasers or buyers would match the property that we have available. To do that, we have under our options here the ability to filter information for our prospecting contacts there. Under the option here, we are going to search our prospective contacts. We can save searches if we wish to do so, or in my case here, I'm just going to list information there. So I want to look for all prospective buyers who are looking for a townhouse and a unit where we have a minimum number of bedrooms or maximum there, and this is what we're inserting about the property that we have inserted in there. Okay, so this one here we'll say is a 1 bedroom minimum to a 2 bedroom, bathrooms 1 and 2, sorry, this one should be 2 here as a minimum there. Car accommodation, we can look for ones that have a single lock-up garage. So I've got a bit of information that I've filtered in there. Obviously there's further information that you can do in there. So I can either click on the find option here, or I can save my search and list it with the property name. I'm just going to click on the find option here, and what it will do, it will now filter my contact list there and show me all of my contacts who have search criteria or search requirements that relate to that particular property that I've filtered for. From there, of course, it would be a matter of contacting them, and we've got a variety of options. Of course, we would have contact phone numbers and emails for these particular contacts. We could contact them in any way necessary and identify to them that we have a property available for sale that they may be interested in to purchase. So in this video, we've looked at the contacts information, we've looked at how you add a contact and how you insert search criteria for them. Any contacts that have been added into your REI Master database can also be converted into owners or tenants. By clicking into the owners, when you select an add option there, you can see then there that there's an opportunity to convert a contact to an owner. And by clicking on that there, will list you all of the contacts in the system, and by selecting one of those, any of the relevant information that is part of the contact there that can relate to the information here in the owners area will also be dropped. Similarly can be done for a tenant. When you click on the tenants and add a new tenant in here, you will see then that there's an opportunity again to convert a contact to a tenant, and again it will bring up a list of any of the contacts in the system. Again, any information that relates in the contact area to the tenants area will drop into the relevant fields there. We've also looked at converting a contact to an owner and or a tenant.